Okay, so moving on to our fourth radical. So this is our foot radical. Can appear in one character on its own, but when it appears in as a radical in a character, it's on the left-hand side and it gets squished up to look like this. So we see this in anything really to do with our feet. So 跳舞 means to dance. We have it on the left-hand side. 跳 on its own means to jump because you jump with your feet. Similarly, with an activity or a hobby, we have 跑步, which means to run. You run with your feet, so we've got our foot radical on the left-hand side. We then have 走路, which means to walk, literally to go by the road, but as a verb, it means to walk, and you walk again with your feet. We then have it in a key verb that if you can recognise that will straight away tell you what activity is taking place. And we have 踢, which means to kick, and we kick with our feet, and this always goes with 足球, to go for 踢足球, which means to play football or to kick a football literally. And there we have it as a full character, literal meaning football. So, moving on to our final radical, we have our hand radical. So this can appear in one character on its own. When that moves into a radical though, it appears like this on the left-hand side of our character. So, as with the foot, this appears with any words really to do with the hands. So we have da, which means to hit. We hit with our hands, so we have our hand radical. We then can use that verb to hit with lots of different ball games. So for instance, one example, we've got 打篮球, which means to play basketball, and we can see it in 打网球 or 打乒乓球. We also have it in the verb 打电话, which means to telephone. Think of it that in the telephone you literally hitting the keys to make the number. So 打电话 means to telephone somebody. And then we have it in 找, which means to look for. Moving on, we have it in the word for to play the violin, which again is one of these key verbs that's come up before in the previous exams in the final paper. So think that you play the violin with your hands, so we have the hand radical in the verb la, and then we also have it in ti for teaching, which literally is violin. We then have it in the verb 拍照片, which is to take photos. Again, you take photos with your hand. Then we have the full character of 手, which is for hand, in 手机, literal meaning hand machine, but its term means mobile phone. And then finally, we have it in a verb that we saw in the previous video, which is 抽烟, which means to smoke. Literally, we smoke, had a cigarette in your hand, so we've got the hand radical in our first character. Hopefully that's given you a good introduction to a recap over the key radicals that you need to know for your exams. Learn these and try and recognise as many characters with them that give you the meaning. 谢谢，再见。